Yo, what up gamers, I'm Dark and welcome to my 12.9 ADC tier list. There's only been one ADC change this patch, which is a Varus buff, so let's head over straight to that. So Varus, attack speed gained on minion and champion kills increased, W magic damage on hit increased. Bonus attack speed on non-champion kills went up from 15% bonus attack speed to 20% bonus attack speed. Bonus attack speed on champion kills up to 40% bonus attack speed from 30% bonus attack speed. So this is not exactly I don't believe that this is like your typical attack speed buff. This is like increasing your attack speed based on how much attack speed you've already built. So it's kind of weird, kind of hard to quantify. But either way, it doesn't seem like it was a big buff. The shield bow win rate barely increased. So we didn't really move him at all in the tier list. He is a lot closer to Glissa now in power, and I mean realistically he could also be like bottom of B tier. He could also stay in top of C tier. There's not really a huge difference. I just decided to keep him there for simplicity's sake, to simplify that it was not a big buff, but you know, he's just a little bit better now. And yeah, there's been no other changes this patch. I was actually going to just do a complete reevaluation of my entire tier list. So I do this like every, I don't know, 6 patches or so. Just take a look at the stats for every single ADC, make sure they're placed properly. There's a bit of a shakeup whenever I do that. But that was before they announced the champion durability update for 12.10, and I'm not going to do like all those hours of work just for the tier list to get completely shaken up next patch anyway. Because next patch I will have to do a complete reevaluation anyway, so we're going to delay that. Yeah, next patch. That's what I really want to talk about. So apologies for the delay for this patch, this tier list, because I just couldn't be bothered to do it. It was really boring. There was only one champion change, and he didn't. I was pretty certain he would not move up at all because of that change. I had other stuff to do, so I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'll put it off. All right, we're here. This is the tier list. It's the exact same tier list as last patch, but now you've got confirmation about that. Yeah, next patch, if you haven't heard, I'll maybe try and put the link in the description if I remember, but they're going to be increasing the tankiness of every champion in the game. I believe the numbers are about 300 HP at level 18 for every champion, on top of about 20 scaling armor, I believe, and similar amounts of MR, I think. I'm not sure. But the end result is going to be a lot more tankiness in the game, which is basically reducing the damage in the game. And that, to me, sounds like an ADC paradise, because if everybody stays alive longer, there's more time for ADCs to have an impact. Like, stylistically, just for every champion, like, every champion being tankier and every fight taking longer, that's a good thing for ADCs, because our damage comes over time. The more time that these fights take, the better it is for us. And also, assassins just going to have a much harder time one-shotting us. Champions who are not meant to one-shot us, also definitely not going to be, well, at least going to be having a much harder time to one-shot us. So like your Arvelias, who have the sustained damage, definitely not going to be getting one-shot by her, I hope. You know, it's looking out very promising for ADCs. It looks like all good news, so I'm really excited for that. Yeah, I've already covered that slightly in a different video. Mainly just wanted to bring that up again and mainly say, yeah, we're not going to be doing too much for this tier list, because everything is going to be shaken up in the next patch anyway. For the next patch, obviously, if you've been watching these tier lists for a while, you know that I don't like to do too much guesswork. I feel like if I were to just release a tier list the exact morning of the patch and tell you, hey, this is what I think is going to be good, it's kind of like snake oilsman, sort of. Because I don't fucking know what's going to be good. I'm going to wait at least like about 12 hours. Then at the end of the day, if there's enough data that I can see that the meta's really been shaken up and that there's a bunch of these ADCs that I can clearly tell are now super strong, then I'll do my tier list. And if there's not enough data, then I'll release the patch the next day or 2 days after, whenever I think is... whenever I think there's enough data. Obviously, I don't want to leave it too late, though, because they are going to do a balance patch 2 days after the patch. They're going to do a huff fix for anything that's out of line. So if, like, Vayne turns out to be super OP, then I would, you know, I would want to be on top of, like, telling you guys that she should be playing her before she gets huff fixed, right? And then I'll release another tier list for that huff fix. But, yeah, hopefully sooner rather than later, but I won't be releasing the tier list, like, the morning of the patch like I usually do. Just wanted to let you guys know that. Anyway, yeah, that about covers this tier list, and, you know, my plans for 12.10. So hope you guys have enjoyed this. Hope you find it helpful. Make sure to subscribe if you want to catch up with future tier lists and any other educational ADC content. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Later, gamers.